don't know where Nuki is. She was at my mom's last night, but since she's gotten into heat or whatever, she was out all night. I don't know if she came in while I was sleeping. I didn't see her all morning. She might have came back when I went over to my mom's for a while this morning, but I don't know. I don't keep my cats cooped up. Most of them have been pretty intelligent not to get run over, but I don't know with her. I'm going to try to get her fixed. I was hoping to get her done before this happened, but oh well. I don't know. I'm sure she's probably alright. My ex-sister-in-law's got a ton of cats, but I think she said all hers are fixed now. So, and then there's just that one stray we see a lot, a yellow tabby, that's probably her father. And I think that's probably one of the neighbors that don't take care of their animals. They have a couple dogs that might be their cat. I don't know whose cat it really is. It could be just a wandering stray that makes its rounds. But hopefully she'll be home when I get home. What the heck? Well, I got my oil changed. $60, and I had my own oil and filter. They said they had to put an extra cord in it. But it's done, and I'll probably take my stuff back there. The old guy was kind of rude to me when I went in, probably because of my hair, possibly. And then the next time he come in, because he didn't know me. And I'm thinking, you can't possibly know everybody in town, whether you're 70 or not. And I told him who my brother was, and then we talked a little bit, and everything was A-okay then. I always get that judgment put on me ever since I was young. I think I just saw them. Yeah, I have a few new things that I picked up at Goodwill today. They were on the front seat, and then some lady spiked her brakes without her signal on in front of me, and they flew on the floor, and my one thing in the frame fell out of the frame. But yeah, just a couple CDs, nothing great. Yeah, I got this today. It was in a frame, like a record album frame, which is in the car because I had to spike my brakes and it went off and fell out of the frame. I don't know if this came with the CD set, but it looks like the CD cover. But, you know, I noticed after I got it in here, it's starting to separate from here. It's probably from being in that frame. But I don't know if it has any value. It was like $6 or something, which I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid for buying a dumb thing. And I got a sealed Goof Troop 2-volume collection. I don't know if it's worth reselling. I thought it was. And then I found a couple movies. I should have just left these. 2 Nightmare Before Christmases. I usually get $3 a piece from them at the flea market. They sell online for 10 or so bucks if you want to mess with them on there. Clean this ink off here, and then I got a Heffalump movie because I don't think it's in my bunch in the shed, but most of the ones in the shed, if they're not the TV show or whatever, they're clamshell things, so I didn't really want to have odd shapes, harder to pack. And I got a sealed Ford Fairlane. I think this is worth about 20 bucks or so sealed, so that's cool. It must be out of print again. But and then I got 2 CDs. I got oh, this isn't the right one. I don't know where that's supposed to be, but I got this Journey Greatest Hits 2, and then I got another one that was sealed. It was some local band or something, and the only one on eBay is $99. So there was no UPC symbol because it looks like most of the time you're going to download their songs because they're a newer band, so CDs are probably scarce. Anyway, I'll throw in a picture of their CD right now if I don't forget to take and get a photo or whatever of it. There, did I show it? I don't know yet. There you go. I'm heading into town. It's Friday. Sold 3 things. Sold some animals overnight. Some plastic marks animals. What else did I sell? Oh, my Spuds MacKenzie towel that nobody wanted to even buy up at the Erie show. This is why I don't take things to the flea market. And then I sold that Indian Native American, real crude looking neckerchief slide that I had. I took $14 plus shipping. So I'm heading to Meadville after I get done in town, and I was going to have company, but they need to be back too early, so I guess I'll take and do the lonely drive by myself, unless they let you share part of it. Oh well. I don't mind doing things by myself. I don't have to hurry. I can hurry. I can take my time, whatever I want, and that makes it a little easier, especially when you're old and ornery. I don't understand the fascination people have with rubber ducks all of a sudden. Where did that come from? Who started it? There's only two cool rubber ducks, Ernie's and Chris Christopherson. Leaving Meadville, what a loss for coming over here. I was going to get me and my mom some KFC, maybe one of their Popeyes, but they're like $7, and I asked the lady, is that enough for two people? And she's like, no, they're just for singles. And I guess I should have said, are they good for two? Anyway, maybe I'll go to Giant Eagle and buy another one of theirs. They're only $7, and they do feed me and my mother. Yeah, the worst thing I found out is Salvo in Meadville is not going to carry VHS tapes anymore. They got rid of the record table. They put the records over on the side shelf where the VHS used to be. She says that people only buy a couple and they don't buy anymore, and that is not true. She's full of crap. She evidently doesn't know what they sell, because people do buy a lot of profits. People donate a lot of crap that's mildewed and moldy, and they're not going to buy that crap. I should have said something to them about that, because I don't think they realize. Because there's not a lot of tapes, so they get picked over really quick, so they are selling them. Luckily, she said they're the only ones probably not doing it. So I don't know if that means they're going to throw away tapes, or they're just not going to accept them, because I would assume they're going to get them on the trucks. So, I don't know. It's not like they even have to price them or anything. They just put them out on the shelf. It's not like Goodwill where everything's got to have a sticker stuck to it. I don't know. I think Goodwill just needs stickers on everything because they are greedy, and they want to make sure that, well, I know that to clean stuff off, if their prices weren't so high, they wouldn't have to clear stuff off so much. Now, I'm not complaining about my Goodwill. I love the people at my Goodwill. I don't necessarily like people that own Goodwills, but all the people that work down at mine are just fine. I very enjoy my Goodwill, but that does not mean I like corporate or whoever the heck owns it. God.
To the top spot here in the States and sold a respectable 7 million copies at the peak of grunge. Let's talk about that a little more. Def Leppard's lighthearted, humorous approach to rock.
I haven't worked on my paintings. I went to Meadville, and this is all I got. I was going to get a pot pie over there for me and my mom, but I don't know. I guess I mentioned it already. Who cares? I got 3 Dogman books, which they charged me $1 a piece for hardcovers, but kids' books are only 50 cents. But she rang up $3, and then she says, "Oh, I can fix it. I'll just take one off." I'm pretty sure I did pretty good in math. I don't think that works out. But I told her just to forget it. I just paid the $1. I didn't really care because I hadn't found nothing, so I was disgusted with the whole trip. And they said, I already mentioned that about VHS. So I got this album. Why? I guess because it's Martin Denny. So hopefully there's something cool on it. It's got some neat titles. And then another copy of this. I think it's about the 3rd one in, what, like a month. I gotta clean it. It's a little musty. At least I kept the records, but I don't know what they're going to do. I'm hoping they change their mind about the VHS. But they haven't had much anyway, but they did occasionally get some good stuff. But everybody, and I can't believe she says they don't buy their VHS at that Salvation Army, because they definitely do. I've known many people, 2 people I know personally that have bought VHS in there. Anyway, Keep the Fire, Kenny Loggins. I don't know, I keep seeing him popping up on YouTube or something. He looks like he's had a lot of surgery done to his face, but And Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits. I have a sealed copy of this in the back room, and it's got some kind of weird white stuff growing under the plastic, and to this day I've never wanted to sell it or open it. Figuring it was like anthrax or something. So next time I'm back there, if I think of it, I'll try to film it so I can show you what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll just go do it. This has his best song on it. Where's it at? Just dropped in to see what condition his condition was in. Look at this mess of a room. Is that my laundry? I don't have any more closet space. Well, I do have plenty of closet space. Check out my old jacket I did in the 80s. I used to have a lot more pins. Used to have one of each of the KISS members across from my daughter borrowed them. I did all the artwork on this old stupid jacket. I think it's the only thing they ever thought was cool of mine. And maybe my crow I used to have from my store, which I don't know where it's at now. But I drew all this. Inside was all the KISS songs at one time. I never updated it. Then the back has KISS. A patch, this collar ripped out like they have a tendency to do, which I fixed it. It's just different stuff that I doodled. There was a Trichem paint back in the 80s, and I remember that stuff. It was real popular, and we had a bunch of it. And I painted my own shirts a couple times, which they're all gone now, I think. Oh, that record, that's on back here. What's this? This is an unfinished painting. There's that record right there. I knew photographic memory that works occasionally. Let's see. There it is. Look at, what is that? It wants to get out. Probably just some mold. Probably okay. They always say black mold's the worst. That was the picture I originally did on my computer. That's why it looks like that. So I recreated it with paint. And then finished winter scene. I'll have that. A couple of my paintings stuck together. I shouldn't have them leaning against each other. This one should be framed. I don't know. Busy. I never liked it that much. What that was. Yep. I got this Chewbacca mask a long time ago. The cat, Mary was using it as a bed. It was laying on my table, scrunched down. I was supposed to have a thing where I get attacked in the woods, and then right before I say thanks for watching, I get dragged off out of the camera's view. But I was going to have this looking through the woods at me. Well, you wouldn't see this until it jumped up. And I thought I'd throw in like the Tusken Raider sound from Star Wars, or maybe the Snow Beast. Maybe that would be a better choice. Yeah, but I got that at Goodwill, and I did nothing with it other than let the cat sleep on it. Still looks okay, I guess.
Yeah.